If you can't understand that I'm playing this at a high level and this isn't your fucking bronze Wolverine, you need to get banned and get the fuck out of here. I want 25 whips. I want 25 right now. I don't care if you got to set up a robot. 25 random chatters in the Twitch chat. We will be seeing you.
Hey, hope you guys are doing pretty well today. I'm going to be talking about how I basically beat J3, Tim, and Ninja as the Psylocke player. So, as you all know, or may not have known, I did get to rank 1 as Psylocke in Season 0. And, you know, I'm just continuing my grind, which you can actually check me out on Twitch. I'm streaming quite a bit on Twitch, so if you ever want to see some Psylocke gameplay, or some, you know, just high-level top 500 gameplay, hey, I'm always live there at FaqurMR. And if you guys could, you know, just very easily, like, you know, click the subscribe button, I would highly appreciate that as well, because I'm trying to be a content creator for Marvel Rivals, and, you know, the more subscribers I can get, the quicker I can get to my goal. And yeah, so without out of the way, let's look at the composition that we have. So as we know, for Season 1, Storm is incredibly powerful. Right, Storm is super powerful, which is why we had to ban her, and the enemy team also decided to ban Storm. Now, I believe Ninja is going to be playing, what is it? Yeah, he plays Rocket, so he decides to play support. Tim plays Strange, and I think J3 decides to play either Star-Lord or Namor, which I believe Namor is his main, but he does switch every now and then. So looking at our composition, we have like a 3 duelist, 2 healer kind of composition, with Giba going tank. I believe he does end up going either Magneto or Strange. So we have a decent composition, but mind you, we do need to be a little bit careful about the triple healer meta. As we all know, triple healer meta is very annoying to deal with. So I'm just trying my best to like think how I can play around this. So at the start, I'm like, okay, let me go Hela for a little bit, right? I just want to do a little bit of poke damage, see if I can like initially start off with Hela. It looks like J3 ends up going Star-Lord at the start, and I'm just kind of scouring, just making sure, you know, hey, I'm in a good position, I'm not overextending, because overextending is very easy to do, and you may not even realize you're overextending at times, but you are. So they have Mr. Fantastic. Our Wolverine's trying to kill their Magneto, I believe. And we actually do get it's the Strange. Yes, so we do get the Strange. We're kind of like just everywhere, but unfortunately I do end up dying here. So we get 2 of them, they get 2 of us. So at this point I'm like, okay, I'm probably gonna have to switch to Psylocke at some point. We're kind of just like thinking, hey, we could possibly win this, right? They don't have a tank right now. Their only semi-tank is Mr. Fantastic, but he's not really providing too much value. He's just kind of just like sitting on the side. They decide to switch from Strange to Magneto. And again, right now I'm kind of ignoring the tanks. I'm just trying to go for the healers. But unfortunately, their Moon Knight gets a pretty good kill on me. So I think this is around, okay, so this is around the time where I'm like, okay, you know what, let me just go Psylocke and kill the Moon Knight, because Moon Knight has a very big hitbox. So for me, I'm able to very easily kill the Moon Knight. And right now, if you notice, like I'm trying to be careful, right? I'm trying to be careful, not show my presence too much. But when I do go in, I like to go in fast. In this game, I didn't necessarily do the best at the beginning, but you can see right now I'm like utilizing my teammates' pressure to go into the backline and kill them as well. It's just super nice. Most of the time, whenever I do notice other Psylocke players playing, I don't typically see them utilizing their dash too often, and most of the time, if you look at their cooldown, they have all their abilities, but they're still far away and not really fighting. In this instance, I made a pretty bad decision, but regardless, like, people don't necessarily use their dash to go in, but then, like, it's kind of hard to describe it, but what I'm trying to say is, like, try to be more aggressive with your Psylocke. Because the thing is, you are very hard to kill. Your dash is incredibly good, and the fact that you get 2 of them, you can easily go in with the invis, pop some damage, and use your double dash to get out, right? I don't see enough people doing this, but you know, it's a tip that I would recommend, and it almost makes you unkillable. So, very important thing. I don't necessarily know if I do that too much this game, but I will say, as a recording, this I believe was when I was Grandmaster 3, but literally last night I played for like 8 hours or something, and I got to Grandmaster 1. So trust me, this definitely works. You need to be extremely cautious and think proactively. Like seriously, you need to think proactively of what is going on all around you, right? But going back to the gameplay, again, we're just kind of like making sure that everything is good to go. There are healers in the back, and again, I'm just trying to get their healers, which as a Psylocke player is what you should be doing. And you know, whenever you get the opportunity to lower your cooldown as a Psylocke player, of course, it's always good to go for the tanks when that happens. Again, that's one of the core fundamentals I kind of go over in my how to rank up Psylocke, how to rank up instantly as a Psylocke player. Because it's very, very important to utilize your cooldowns. Psylocke is one of those few characters where you can get cooldown reduction by just simply attacking the opponent. So why not go for the tanks whenever your cooldown is, you know, it's there. So that way you don't have a cooldown. Now again, we're applying pressure. You can see how aggressive I am. They don't even know I'm there because I'm using my invis, putting a lot of pressure, and I'm able to kill both the Neymar and the Psylocke. And notice, I am literally at their spawn point. Like, I am extremely aggressive, and that I would consider is a good death because not only was I able to kill 3 people, I was also able to put pressure and ward off anyone that was trying to contest the payload, in which they just kind of, you know, they couldn't do anything. So we pushed super far ahead, and notice how their compositions are constantly changing. Now they have a Squirrel Girl, they have an Iron Fist, I believe, and they have a Neymar. The Iron Fist is on our team, but they have a Squirrel Girl and they have a Neymar, so they had to change their compositions a little bit. We get a good kill over there, and I believe Ninja switches over to Mantis. So I didn't realize Hella's like kind of like just out of the air, like she's not really doing anything. And then Ninja, unfortunately, he sees me killing the Hella, so he decides to go with him, and then ends up killing me. But that's fine. We got so many of the people. Like I've done my job. Like we've done our job. We've secured a lot of kills, which allows our teammate to get the point. Okay, so it looks like we weren't exactly able to cap right away, but right now I'm just trying to make sure I don't die because Ninja, I think he's a little bit upset that I kept killing him, so he chased me quite a bit. So I'm just running away, you know, just making sure I'm alive for the next team fight, because you don't want to stagger, right? You don't have too much time, so I try to stagger, I try to stay alive so I don't stagger. And again, I'm taking a different position. I'm not going directly in front of them. Now Neymar hears me, right? So he immediately like looks at where I am. So unfortunately, I made a mistake of going too quickly into the enemy team when my team wasn't creating any pressure, which allowed the enemy team to just focus on me and kill me. So that's a mistake that I learned, and I'm trying to adapt, trying to get better, and something that you could pick up on too, you know, learn from my mistakes. So for the most part, we're good to go. And right now I'm just using my ultimate to secure anyone off of the payload, and we just killed Magneto and we're good to go. Very simple, very easy. And that was the first half. All right, so I believe from there, let's go on to the next half really quickly. All right, so now that we're in the next half, we're kind of like, again, I love playing aggressive. Like I love playing very, very interesting angles. This one place right here, typically most people don't actually notice this area, right? But I believe the only reason why they even looked here was because our Magneto was so far pushed up. They suspected that other people would probably be there. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to get a good kill. Black Panther's on the left. See, notice at the beginning, no one really like noticed me, but Tim actually noticed me. I was very surprised. So I wasn't able to pull off my one-shot combo and kill someone, but that's okay. All right, so Black Panther, of course, he's gonna be trying to flank. He's gonna go on the left side. We're trying to create a diversion. Again, I have my invis. I try to kill someone, and if I cannot kill someone, I use my double dash to get away. I messed up there, and I think I landed against the box over there, and I ended up dying. But most of the time it works. Most of the time it works well. I think I was like, I already knew we were gonna win, so I didn't really like, I wasn't like too serious on getting everything perfect. But yeah, so we're pretty much good to go. Coming back on point, just making sure, you know, Black Panther isn't like harassing our teammates. The tickle monster can really tickle sometimes and can really damage and kill our teammates. So we got our ultimate, we're good for now at least. We got Black Panther, we got their healer, and luckily enough, we actually kill one of the healers before they healer ulted. And we're pretty much good to go. So we cycled our healer ults. Notice how we don't have any healer ults. So right now I'm trying to tell my teammate like, hey, try to get Magneto to take damage so that we can build our healer ults for the next team fight. That way we're not stuck with, you know, no ultimates, which would kind of suck. So I believe they also used both healer ults as well. If they didn't, that's fine, because what I'm going to be doing right now is utilizing my ultimate to kind of bait out a healer ult in the first place. So I got one of them, and we pretty much win this fight again just because of my single ultimate. We got the cloak, and Magneto ends up dying as well. So very simple. They have to reset. We have to reset a little bit because I did end up dying. I think my teammate, yeah, so Raccoon also ended up dying. But we're pretty much good to go. We're back. We're ready. And at this point, the enemy is already on the site. Neymar, okay, so Jay actually does a really good ult there, and he actually uses his ultimate to block off the entrance, which not only makes me fall down, but it also stuns the healer so they're not able to heal me as well. So that was a very good ultimate from him. And I kind of just need to just reset. I'm just telling my teammates, hey, let's just play a little bit more of an aggressive angle, because again, you don't want to give them free payload points. Like, you really don't. It's not a good idea to let them push up all the way and then be like, oh, okay, maybe now we'll contest, right? That's not what you want to do. It's not a good idea. Whenever you have the opportunity, try to reset as quickly as possible with your team and then go in together. So now that we're ready, we're good to go. I'm just doing as much damage and then going back into a safe zone. And of course, the squids are always always a little bit annoying. Jay kind of just, I don't know what Jay was doing there. I think he was like baiting for the Magneto ultimate, like almost pretending as if like he was like, you know, he accepted his death. But that was sort of smart play. It kind of confused me because I was like what is he doing? He's just standing there. But regardless, we won the team fight. We were able to hold this area, which is a very nice choke point, mind you. And again, I'm doing as much of a damage as I can. If I can kill them, perfect. If I can't, no worries, I'm out instantly. So unfortunately, the Squirrel Girl ult ends up bringing me down to 1 HP, but that's okay. My teammates are good to go. They got healer ults. We end up popping both of them, so we should be able to stall for a decent bit. Coming back, you know what I should have done there was to take a more of a high ground angle, so I don't get damaged with that Squirrel Girl, you know, nade just like going everywhere. And then their Black Panther actually does really well too. Like he is creating a lot of chaos towards the end there. So again, I'm just telling my team like, hey, we're losing this fight. Let's just reset. We're good to go, and we can go in for another team fight. So at this point, we're gonna be teleporting with Doctor Strange. And again, my objective is to either bait out the ultimate or just to kill the healers. So I ult, I get one of the healers perfectly, and I get Ninja as well. So we got both the healers and one of the DPSs, which is perfect, and immediately we won the team fight. So I pretty much knew that they didn't have healer ults, but just in case, it would be fine because I'd still be able to bait out the healer ult, and then our Wolverine would be able to ult. So it was a win-win situation no matter what. Alright, again, I'm playing, you know, very, very far pushed up. I don't want them to think that, hey, I'm feeling comfortable, because at any point I could be in their face and about to kill them. That's what I want to do. I'm in a little bit of an awkward situation right now, but again, if you notice right there, I had no cooldowns, so my only option was to play, very like risky, just move around and then damage the enemy so I can get my dash and then dash away. So that's what I did. And again, I'm just trying to play as risky as possible, just playing very, very chaotic, but like trying to put as much pressure. And this works perfectly because they don't know what to do. They have no idea what to do. So they're like, okay, do we kill Psylocke that's like terrorizing a backline, but like she's running away every single time, or do we just kill someone that's like in front of us? So they're switching again. They have 4 seconds left on the clock, and they're trying to TP, but unfortunately, it's too late. Again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys learned something from this. And if you would like to join me on stream, feel free to. I'm live on Twitch at FaqurMR. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.